Hi, my name is Przemek Chojecki, and this episode is about how to prepare your business for a data science project or using machine learning. So I get this question a lot: how should you start, how you should think about data science to implement it in actual business. And most of the time you should first focus on the end goal, which means that you should think clearly and clearly define what you want to get with data science. And the answer for most of you will be either save time or save money. So this is like the most usual thing. So if you want to define that in like a very measurable way, then that will go to, for example, the thing that you want to double the number of leads you're having per week. You want to double the amount of money customers spend on your website. You want to have a larger reach than usual, or you want to optimize or automate some of the tasks, because data science or machine learning is also about optimizing, automating. So having defined that in the first step is really crucial for what we're going to do next, which means trying to build a model, a machine learning algorithm, which will allow you to optimize or automate this task. But first of all, you have to define this metric so that you can measure your rate of success. You can measure how actually your data scientists, developers are performing and how their models are performing. So this is the first step. Define what you want to get, define the ratio of success, whether that's, for example, like boosting your sales by 10% or saving time by 10%. You have to define that in the first step and then think about how to get that along the way. And then we're coming to the next question, and this is really crucial, because once you have defined the problem, then you are getting back to data. And depending on your data, your goal will be either within reach or not. So if you have really a lot of data, then probably it's more a matter of cleaning this data and extracting really. So doing this first thing is that you extract just some part of this data in order to process it even further, so that you can build a machine learning model based on that. If you don't have enough data, then probably you need to enhance data first and think what kind of sources you might use to get data from. So to give you somehow a measure of what is a good data, for most of the problems which involves like classification, whether you're, for example, running e-commerce website, e-commerce shop, or you're looking at your customers, then probably data about like 10,000 customers, 10,000 sales is really crucial. If you have much lower amount than that, then you probably should first think about how you can get better and bigger data set before proceeding to data science. If you have over 10,000 entries, 10,000 customers, 10,000 sales, then it's a good way to actually push you on to get to data science and try to experiment with something interesting. That might be a data science model, that might be neural networks, that might be a couple of other things that are out there. And this is a good point to actually start that. So once you have the goal, once you have the data, it's time to build your first data science model. So data science is very practical, and you shouldn't expect that you get really clear answers saying that, okay, your sales will boost by 2 if we do this and this, or you double your clients within the next week. That's not possible. So data science is very practical, which means that data scientists go to data set, they try to understand your data, extract information from that, and only then process to your goal. So when you define a goal for them, if you give them data, they be able to approximate that by different methods. And only along the way you will learn how much of that is possible to do, how much of that is within reach, what's the success rate, and what can be done. Of course, if this problem is somehow new, or if data is new, then that's the case. If we're solving a problem which is already solved, then you can probably compare your models to the existing models, and then it's much clearer what you can expect. So this is basically the process, and then it goes in the full circle, because we're reaching the end goal, which means that we build this data science model which takes the data and gives us the output. We can measure whether that's good or not, and then we can either correct, verify, try to try to make this goal move towards what we're getting, or we try to go back to data again and try to process everything once again. And this is the cycle of data science, going from the end goal, defining the output, going to data, building the model, and going to the end goal again. Thank you for watching this episode. I thought that and I hope that that was helpful for you. Please subscribe to my channel and see you in the next episode.